Diecast Norbs is a channel devoted to the teen to adult toy collector, pop culture fans, and fellow nerd enthusiasts. This is a PG-13 channel. I might say viewer and parental discretion is advised. And a solid salutation to each and every one of you who have actually come back to me. This is Diecast Norbs Activate. I am Diecast Norbs Galactic Hooligan. And I am thrilled because finally we've actually gotten Swoop. I was actually stalking the internet like a proper villain, and I actually made sure that I actually had him secured. He was actually on Amazon. He was actually on Hasbro Pulse, and a few others that have actually sold out, and it seems like Swoop has actually flown. Puns! Anyway, so let me tell you something. I'm actually really excited to finally get this guy in hand. Hopefully he'll actually come soon and everything. Hopefully he'll actually come to this station where I can actually review him for each and every one of you, and that's actually going to be great. I was around Target today looking around for Silverbolt characters, and then I didn't find any Silverbolts and everything, but I did actually find this guy right here, Wheeljack. I wasn't planning on getting him, but damn you, Hasbro! I actually did get him, and then see, he is actually in my hand right now and everything like that. We are actually going to go through each and everything about this guy because he is actually super anticipated and also very limited in what he's actually being produced. So let's see what actually happens as far as like what the near future, to see if they're actually going to be putting out more product. So far, I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen or anything like that. I think it's actually one in a case right now and everything, or one of 6 in a case and everything like that. So super limited. Good luck to each and every one of you finding him out there and everything like that. But he is great. I am actually going to take you through a quick gander through the box, and I normally have actually gotten a chance to play around with him and everything like that already and by now, so you can actually like know that I've actually thoroughly enjoyed him or not. This is anticipation for me now because I really want to go through the rundown of each and everything. This guy is actually looking blocky AF and everything like that, and I'm actually kind of like, I'm in for it. I actually really want to see what this guy actually does. So far, I'm actually kind of like thrilled with the fact that like his neck is tight, so that's actually really nice. And let's go on to this. So welcome to the show. If you haven't already, please hit the like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That actually helps me defeat the algorithm gods. And I would love to actually be able to like have you as my loyal hooligan army and everything like that to come in and help me out with kind of like building up my reserve, building up my stamina and everything like that, with beating these guys and everything like that. I would love it if you actually shared me around and passed me around to all your friends, enemies, everyone that you can actually think of. I'd really appreciate it. Excuse me for being a little hoarse and everything like that. I've actually gotten a cold for my little nephews and everything. You know, I'm not exactly sure where they actually got it, but it's actually kind of kicking my ass right now and everything like that. But right now, we're actually going to go into Wheeljack and everything, and I'm just going to suck it up and get through the whole entire review and everything with style, as always. So join me. Let's get to the stage. Hello, everyone, and welcome in. And first off, I would like to send off a huge apology to Hasbro because I really thought I was going to hate this guy, and I do not. This guy does not suck at all. He is amazing, and I'm going to tell you all the reasons why. I think this guy is actually super great in this mode and everything. It's actually kind of like things that we actually had on the anime screen have actually come to life in full fruition, and this guy is just a major example of it. It's Wheeljack, and he's actually in his Cybertronian mode, and he just looks fantastic. I'm actually going to tell you a lot about what this guy actually does right and everything like that, but first off, let me just get these blast points off of him all together and everything like that. And if you actually want to know how I actually got my blast effects stuck on him, trade secret. Anyway, let's continue. So Wheeljack really does come with a mess of accessories here and everything. He is actually really super stupendous in this mode here and everything like that. I know a lot of reviewers are going to be taking this guy through robot mode first and then going into vehicular mode. I figured we'd actually start with the goods first and then go into robot mode and everything like that, which isn't really half bad. I thought he was actually going to be a lot worse than where he actually was. The quality of plastic on this is actually kind of like in between really good and really just kind of questionable and everything, you know what I mean? But like, I think that I really like these rotors here and everything like that, and it's Wheeljack, so like they look like cogs to me and everything like that all together, which I'm totally into and I really thought that this was gonna look a lot worse than where it is right now and everything like that. But as far as those are actually concerned, it's really cool. I kind of wish that they actually had like a second set of rotors that looked like it was actually more spinning than anything else, but that's really it. Aside from that, the silhouette of this thing is actually just really great. Now the blast shield is actually really nice. I wound up liking it a lot more than where I thought I was actually going to. It's actually pegged right over here and over here on vehicular mode, so you just want to take that off right over here. And for this blast shield, you can actually take it a few different ways and everything like that and get like a little bit of mileage out of it, because you can actually disconnect it right from the inside. And they actually say on the inside package that you can actually use this as like some kind of road and everything like that, like a road to Iacon and that sort of thing and everything like that. So there you go. I just figured I'd actually show it off so you can actually see what that actually looks like. It's a little bit less Tron-esque than what they were actually gunning for, but if you want to use it, that's actually up to you. You actually have the druthers of whether or not you want to use it or not, and there you are. These pieces can come right off, and that's actually really nice. And then you actually have the full silhouette of this guy right over here, which is really nicely crafted and everything. Right now, I actually have his buddy on the inside and everything like that, because it's carpool day over in Cybertron and everything like that, as they're actually both going off to work. And then look at these guys. This is actually really great. And one thing that I actually love about this is that you can actually put Deluxe Bumblebee on the inside of this and everything like that, and that's great. So when transformed, this guy is actually more of a Voyager class and everything like that. And I'm actually pretty sure that they're actually saying Voyager class because of the amount of plastic that's used in all the paneling here and everything like that. But if you actually want to take that out and then lower down the ramp over here, you can easily store Bumblebee over here. You just have to kind of like wedge him in and everything like that. And there's like a little slot right over there where you can actually put the nose and everything. So that's really nice. And going on the inside is really not bad at all or anything like that. I think you can actually imagine like an inside console over here and everything. I kind of wish they actually molded more of the inside console on the inside, but like aside from that, that's actually really nice. And then once clearing up everything, you can actually see some of his really great structure here and everything like that, made up of a lot of panels, but he's really nice though. I really like him a lot. You actually have the clear plastic windows right over here, which is really nice. Like I'm loving like the job that they actually did on this. Again, as this vehicle, he's a Voyager, you know, but in robot mode, he actually comes out to be more of a deluxe, and we'll check that out. But first, let's do some comparisons. With the most important comparison, I think right now is going to be between Earth mode Wheeljack and his Cybertronian counterpart here and everything, and you can actually see right here exactly how much of a difference like all the paneling actually makes in him and everything like that. He is a lot shorter, but like a lot bigger and a lot beefier in this mode and everything like that. So you can actually see that right off and everything like that, which I think is extraordinary. And we have Wheeljack with all the other Cybertronian hover cars over here. Yeah, that's right. Optimus Prime is actually in hover mode, so fair game. Don't ask why Prowl isn't here. Like, I think he looks great here with these guys and everything, you know? I kind of wish it was like a hover option for this guy altogether, but you can see exactly how Wheeljack looks with the other hover cars on Cybertron, and he looks great. And we have Wheeljack next to a Cybertronian Siege Tetrajet over here, and these jets have actually gotten a lot of mileage, and it's really nice to see exactly how well this guy actually fits in with all of the Siege characters and everything like that, including, where did he go again? There we go. We're just bringing Prowl back in here. It really is nice seeing exactly how nice these guys look together. And one more comparison I wanted to make over here is Wheeljack versus the Rainmakers, and Wheeljack and Bumblebee are getting away with all the goods. Is there anything Wheeljack can't do? There is one thing. He can never fail. And our very last comparison is Soundwave in Cybertronian Lamppost mode, and this is really the most important comparison you can actually probably come across and everything, and I think that these guys actually look all great together. This is really awesome to see exactly how well this actually came together. Let us get this guy into transformation and check out his amazing robot mode. Headshot! What's really nice about Jack here is that he actually becomes so versatile in every single mode, and I also want to show you exactly what these actually tend to come out looking like and everything. So just let me give you a little bit of focus on these guys right over here. And again, it's not as obtrusive or clunky as I actually thought they were actually going to be. I'm quite pleased with how they actually look but the magic actually comes in with Wheeljack himself and everything, and the fact that you can store Bumblebee and then you can actually come over here and put the control rods right on the inside, and thanks to Ultra Megatronus, he is actually going to be sending me another one of these control rods so I can actually have all 6 on ulterior sides and everything like that, so that's great. But since we actually already started opening this up, let us continue the amazing transformation that this guy actually goes through. So let's go over here. We'll kind of close this window. Oh, there it goes. And then we'll turn this around right over here on this side. Then we're actually going to come over here, and then we'll do the same thing on the other. Over here, we're actually going to start dislodging all of this right over here. And it's amazing how panel-y this guy actually comes out. But the panels are actually there for a reason and everything, you know? And I really love what they actually did with this Wheeljack to make him perform and become the figure that he actually is. We actually want to unpeg right down here, and then we'll bring up his torso like this. You can even spin the head around if you actually really wanted to at that moment, and take a look at that amazing head sculpt. More on that in just a second. So let us come over here, and then we can actually come this far right here, and then we'll actually start separating the arms. And I love the way the arms actually work here. His hands are actually right in here, so we just want to bring those out and then close that panel, and then there goes an arm almost done. We just want to bring it down and everything like that, but I'm not ready for that just yet. But this piece right over here, it's almost as though if they actually really studied the animation just to make him do just this with his arms and everything, and I think that's actually pretty special indeed. And then we'll rotate his hand, and then we can take off this blaster right on the back. We'll move his upper chest piece right over here, and then there we go. His upper section is actually almost done. We're going to take this in here now, and then we're going to move his feet down and then just give that a twist. We'll give the other side of his legs, we'll get this down and then bring his feet around here that way, and then we will start closing things. Like, this thing is actually super panel-y, but like I said before, there are reasons for it. This piece actually kind of breaks off a little bit, so you just want to give that like a little bit of a push right over there, and then close all of that off right there, and then bring this down, and then this actually tabs right into the back. And it's really that simple and everything like that. There's like a lot of simple mathematics that actually goes behind this guy, but once you actually have it, it's amazing. So let's go do this again. We'll bring this over here. We will bring all of this, I think this, yeah, there we go. So we've got to bring this out, and then we will bring this over here, I think. Ah, there it goes. Bring that leg right over there, then bring this over here, and then all we want to do is give his waist a spin just like so, and then we can actually bring down his arms, and there we go. And again, it's not really that tricky. It's just like a little involved. We just want to unbreak his leg right just like so, and then we just want to bring this back panel up just a little bit and have this piece rest right on the inside over here. We'll bring up his wings that are actually secure, that are actually right in the back. And after you've actually done all of that, you have this chonky little wheeljack over here. And then we will just add a couple of other things. We actually have this blaster here, and we're just gonna put that right on his shoulder. And there goes a little peg that actually supports that. And there we go. And now let's take a look at him in robot mode. I'm gonna say something that I did not think I was gonna say about this wheeljack, but I friggin' love him. I freaking love this wheeljack so much. He is so fun. Like, I didn't really think that, like, okay, so like the elephant in the room is this giant backpack over here. We'll get to that in a second, but everything about this guy is so fun. Like, I've actually transformed this guy back and forth from vehicular mode into this into robot mode, and none of them have actually really disappointed me too much in everything. I kind of feel like the wings could actually use a little bit more proper proportioning and everything. Oh, one other thing, when it comes down to getting this guy into robot mode, make sure that there are a couple of slots right over here and over here on the wings. Just put that right over there, and that secures it a little bit more. I'm kind of surprised that it actually secures as well as it actually does, but this guy actually has a lot going for him. He is very much there. So like, I know that Ultra Megatronus actually said that there was kind of like a feel that to this guy where he actually kind of feels like good plastic and bad plastic at the same time, and he's right. I can actually see exactly what he's actually talking about. The bot itself, like the whole entire thing, the plastic is actually pretty robust, right? But the panels actually kind of make it feel as though it's actually like a lot flimsier than what he should be. You know, so like, say like if you actually open up this panel actually feels like it's like a little flimsy, but it's not. It's actually kind of still sturdy at the same time and everything like that. So I can actually easily see what he's actually talking about. But one thing I will actually say is, like, as good as my joints actually are, I think if like it's kikied like right over here in the shoulders and everything like that for myself, and like maybe a couple of things going on the legs, if I actually kind of solidified a little bit more of this form, I think that would actually change my mind about him. He's actually pretty fantastic, and I'm actually really surprised. I don't actually hate this backpack. This backpack is actually really cool for a couple of reasons. You can actually take those spinning blades that you actually had before, and you can actually store them right on the back over here, so that's always really nice, and I love the fact that we can actually have like a little bit of storage. Plus, you actually have like the fact that you can actually carry the control rods right over here and everything like that, so that's actually really awesome also. And then we actually have this thing that actually carried his blast shield, and once you actually come over here and you put those in these little peg slots right over here, he actually goes from infinity and beyond. You know what I mean? Like, he is great. Like, I really love this guy a lot. Like, I have not found anything that was actually really disappointing, and I really thought that, like with the blast shield on the back of him, I really thought that I was actually going to absolutely hate this guy. I really thought so. I was actually getting ready to spread the haterade on this guy and everything like that, and pour myself a cool glass of haterade and everything like that, and drink it with ice and a little bit of Sprite on the side. But no, this guy actually came out to be a lot better than I thought he was. His eyes are pretty dazzling, especially in this light here and everything like that. I kind of wish that we actually had like a lighter blue going in here and everything altogether, because like I really do think that the Autobots kind of like need a lighter blue and everything. And I know that if you're actually in like another kind of light, that you're probably going to get like a little bit of a difference there and everything, but he looks great. And I love the fact that his sculpt is actually very much Wheeljack, you know what I mean? Like, he just looks like he absolutely fits the part. Going down his body here and everything like that, you can actually see that I got like a bit of a scratch right there and everything like that, but like we keep on going straight into it and everything. His arms are actually kind of stocky and everything like that, but I think I could actually get over that altogether and everything. I kind of wish that we could have actually had like a little bit more of what we actually had from the original Wheeljack, from the one that we actually got in the siege line, but let's just keep on going straight down, and then we'll actually get down to his legs, which are actually pretty normal for Wheeljack, and then these chunky boots here and everything like that. So everything about this guy is actually just like really super chunky and everything like that, and it's actually really cool on this guy, you know? Like, I don't know about you guys or anything like that, but this guy actually really won me over in a big way, you know? Let me just take off all the accessories over here and everything like that, so we can actually get into just the posability and everything like that. So he actually does have rotation right on the waist right over here. You actually have a you actually have like a neck turn right over here. You can actually tilt it upwards and everything. You can actually tilt it down with like a little bit more effort from his body here and everything. I think that could actually count as like a faux torso, a faux ab crunch and everything like that. So that's actually okay. Now this piece on mine is like a little bit looser, so everybody's mileage may vary and everything. We actually have a 360 right over here, super inhibited by his backpack. We can go all the way out like so and everything, like, because he actually does have a hinge there and everything. That's a really nice. He actually has upper bicep rotation. You can actually go like 90 degrees right over there. He actually does have a wrist turn right here. You can kick out. You can actually get somewhat of a kung fu move and everything like that, although, yeah, you could actually definitely get a kung fu move. He's actually just off by just like a degree. You can actually bend his leg to a little over 90 degrees. That's actually really great. You have ankle tilt, and you actually have a lot of flexion and everything like that. So like all around, he's really nicely posable and everything, and I'm actually really surprised about how great this guy actually is. One of the good marks and components about having a bot like this and everything is that he actually becomes an accessory for another guy, and I always think that it's actually great when you actually have to have like a whole bot as like another accessory. Like, I know that Optimus or Megatron, depending on what faction you guys are and everything like that, I think that one can actually be the accessory of the other. Granted, I think like Starscream would probably be like an accessory from Megatron. I think Bumblebee can actually be an accessory for Optimus Prime. But for these two guys, for Bumblebee and for Wheeljack here and everything, I think they both complement each other and fit each other for everything that they actually do. I love the fact that you can actually use his Bumble rods, his control rods right over here on the side and everything like that. His energy pods, so like that's actually great. And I love the fact that you actually have so much playability and everything and functionality with these two. I love the fact that you can actually fit Bumblebee on the inside and everything like that. But I just want to show you what these guys actually look like, and then together, and then we'll actually go on with comparisons. Bumblebee and Wheeljack versus Random Decepticons, Bumblebee and Wheeljack versus Soundwave, Wheeljack and Wheeljack, and I really still love the Siege Wheeljack. I really always love this version of Wheeljack. Now, I'm not saying to go off and become a completist or anything like that, you know? Like, I'm not saying that at all. Don't be like me right now. Don't be like me. But, like, let me tell you something. Wheeljack really makes this group shine. Like, it's really amazing to me how much a simple thing like having Wheeljack in this collection actually seems to make everything so much better, you know? And I think it is actually kind of like the long awaited answer to what Siege Wheeljack would have actually been like. He actually fits in with your Siege bots. He fits in with your Netflix bots over here. He actually fits in with everyone. It's really great. And now that you actually have the collection of all three, Wheeljack, Jazz, and Bumblebee in the Cybertronian line, I wonder if we'll ever see anything else from this line or anything like that, because like it is a lot of fun checking these guys out. Anyway, I'm gonna give you final thoughts in just a moment. I really want to thank you all once again for coming in with me for my trip through nerddom, and it's amazing that Wheeljack here actually became a lot better than I thought he was actually going to be. As chunky as this guy actually is, I didn't detract from like everything that this guy actually does so well. The fact that he actually changes into such an enormous van where he's actually boxy but he's nice, and it's just amazing just to see exactly what this guy actually does dynamically. Everything that he actually does is spectacular. His movements, spectacular. Everything that he actually does as far as storage is actually really spectacular to me and everything. And I'm actually really wanting to see if they're actually going to take this in another route or anything like that, if they're actually going to use the same kind of like know-how and ingenuity to create something new for us or anything. Like, I would love to see, even if they actually decided to repaint this into exhaust, I would love to see it. Like, this guy is actually great. Oh, downshift. I would love to see a downshift in this. This guy is actually great, and he does not disappoint me whatsoever. I think you're going to have a lot of fun with him. I highly recommend him. As far as like a grade, I'm pretty sure I'd actually give him like an A+. I don't want to say an A- or anything like that, because like all the things that I actually thought were actually going to be faults on this guy came up to be pleasant surprises. I'm surprised I liked his To Infinity and Beyond wings over here. Like, I think these are actually pretty cool, and these are actually like a little minuscule, but you can't win them all, you know? So like, aside from that, he is 100% something that you should actually have in your collection. I'm having a lot of fun with this guy. I didn't think I was gonna have fun with this guy. I'm having fun with this guy. Anyway, that's it from me for today. I really appreciate you all coming in and joining me once again as I actually gush over characters like this and everything, and all of your support actually helps. And I really appreciate you all for dropping in and everything. As always, treat yourselves amazingly, treat each other amazingly, because what we actually have in this world is each other, and then we just need to make sure that we're actually bringing love to each other and making sure that the things that we actually do are kind, sweet, you know? Just let's make sure that you actually bring that love to each and every person out there. Throw that positivity throughout the whole entire universe and back over here over to HQ, because I could always use some myself. And as always, when these stop being magical, that's when I'll stop collecting. I will definitely talk to you soon.